I end up on my back, with Max hovering above me. He gives me a wink before leaning down. "I want to hear you say it," he whispers next to my ear. His teeth nip my earlobe. You were right," I say breathlessly. "Good," he says as he pulls back and sits back up. "Now, about that prank." Wait, that's it? I sit up. I want him to continue, to keep kissing me, to run his hands over my body. "Are you not listening again? You aren't still thinking about Amos, are you?" I shake my head. "Then what are you thinking about?" "You and me." "Why, Callie, are you having not-so-angelic thoughts?" "Maybe." "Were you expecting more? Because I can make that happen." I look him in the eyes. He gets up, stands before me, and holds out his hand. I place mine in his, and he leads me upstairs to his bedroom. "Are you sure this is okay? I don't want your mom yelling at us." Max smirks. "They won't be home for a while. My mom is at some spa place a couple towns over. My mom forced my dad to go with her so they can spend quality time together. She says they don't do enough stuff together. Maybe they just needed a little break from everything going on here." He shrugs his shoulders. "Maybe, but enough talking about my parents." Max picks me up and tosses me on his bed. I giggle, waiting for him to pounce. Instead of following me, he is grabbing pillows from around his room and tossing them on the floor surrounding his bed. I lean back on my elbows, one eyebrow raised, waiting for him to look at me. A couple of minutes later, he is standing at the foot of the bed with his hands on his hips, assessing what I assume is the arrangement of the pillows. Finally, after what seems like forever, Max looks at me. "What?" he asks, clearly seeing the confusion on my face. Do you care to explain why you threw all your pillows on the floor?" "Oh, yeah. See, there tends to be accidents, and this is not only for my safety, but yours as well." I sit all the way up, sitting cross-legged in the middle of his bed. "What do you mean by accidents?" He takes his hands and runs them through his hair, before shoving them in the front pockets of his blue jeans. "Somehow or another, we kind of always end up falling off the bed. After doing that so many times, you tend to learn to take precautions. Hence the pillows." I frown, opening and closing my mouth like a fish. "Okay. Wouldn't it just be easier to stay on the bed?" "Now where's the fun in that?" he says, right before he jumps on the bed, causing us both to bounce a couple of times. I lose my balance and end up falling backward. Max lands right next to me. I can't help but laugh. Being with Max is always fun, so why should this be any different? We end up with me on my back and Max on my right side. He places his right leg over mine, propping himself up on his elbow, head resting in his hand, leaning over me. His hair falls forward. I smile up at him and push his hair back behind his ear. I use that as my reason to caress the side of his face. He takes the opportunity to do the same with me. "Do you know how beautiful you really are?" I shake my head. "How about you show me?" "With pleasure, Angel." Max closes the few inches that separate us, his lips meeting mine. I wrap my arms around his neck, pulling him closer. He takes his hand, running it down my side until he gets to the hem of my shirt. As he makes his way back up, my shirt lifts. His hand touching the bare skin of my stomach, up my ribcage, running his fingers across the edge of my bra. Before cupping my breast, giving it a gentle squeeze. I moan. Max pulls back, breaking our kiss. He continues to pull away from me until he is at the edge of the bed. He can't stop this. I don't want him to. Where is he going? Just when I get ready to ask him, he stands up but turns and holds his hand out to me. Sitting up, I place my hand in his, wondering where he is going with this. It doesn't take me long to figure that out. Max moves back so I can stand in front of him. Once both of my feet are on the floor, his hands find the hem of my shirt and lifts it over my head. He places a kiss on my lips, but quickly moves down to my neck, placing kisses as he continues his path down my body. I watch him as he moves from my collarbone to the top of my breast, to right above my navel. He is on his knees before me, his hands on the button of my blue jeans. Max looks up at me. I love seeing the desire in his eyes.